What up, y'all? Back again. T-Biz here, and we got another Marvel Legends we're going to check out. I know. This is Spider-Man 1977 from the 77 movie, which I haven't watched in a long time. I found it on Reddit, on YouTube, or whatever, and I'm going to watch it. So, yeah, I'm going to watch it when I eat dinner or whatever and chill after I do this video. And for me, this is the Spider-Man I knew as a little kid, and there's a wee tot, I guess you could say, since I was born in 76. And what debuted in 74 would have been the Spider-Man from, whatchamacallit, the Electric Company, the PBS show for kids, which starred our good friend, Morgan Freeman was in that show. I kind of forgot about that he was on Electric Company. But anyways, yeah, man. Oh, he's not our good friend, but I don't know. He feels like a friend. Just Morgan Freeman. He's just one of the best actors in the world, and just I don't know. Just seems like a genuine dude. But he's not my real friend. But he would be, I guess. Maybe I don't know. He seems friendly. Anyways, your neighborhood friendly Morgan Freeman. But anyways, yeah. Here's Spider-Man. This is freaking rad, and it's kind of funny because if you watch this movie or the intro to the movie, he's just kind of creeping about and then if you watch he's like looking at windows and stuff, climbing on the side of a building and just like creeping and looking and lurking and stuff. And then on the Electric Company shorts, he does the same kind of creeping around and stuff. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hilarious. And that's kind of how I know Spider-Man. But that's pretty much Spider-Man to me, man. My Instapot's going off. I think I need to check it. But anyways, yeah, let's check out this figure because this is pretty much Spider-Man I grew up with. Old Popo T-Biz. This is what he grew up with. So yeah, there you go, Spider-Man. That's rad. That is cool. It's kind of a trippy psychedelic picture, 70s-ish on the side right there. That's rad. That is freaking cool. And then, yeah, inspired by the 1977 Spider-Man movie. I always thought it was a TV show, but yeah, it was just a movie. I always thought it was like a show, but yeah, it was just a movie. Not like Wonder Woman, which was just a show and stuff like that. And there's another look, so that's awesome. Cool. I don't think that's actually from the show. I think that's just art they did that's really looks pretty much like what he looked on the show. But anyways, I could be wrong. But anyways, let's go ahead and open this guy up. And here's our Spider-Man. It's kind of funny because like he comes with crawling hands. He doesn't come with whippy hands, so you got crawling hands. So there you go. That's pretty rad. They did a good job on these. That's rad. How they printed that on there. That is pretty cool. Those webs. That is pretty badass. When I was a little kid, I had a Spider-Man, just a little single Spider-Man plastic figure, and he had his arms up or whatever, and he just held onto the parachute. I had a Batman too, and you could just throw him up in the air, and this little plastic parachute or whatever. And then I had like a little, I don't know, it was like a friction bike where Spider-Man could sit on it and you could take him off and on, but his arms had a weird cut on them that were like, that basically they could just like rip off at any time with that cut, and that cut was made there so he could just like, put his arms on the bike and stuff like that, and so they could have a little give. But yeah, those were, and I had a Spider-Man Jiggler, which I lost at some point. I cherished that thing. I love those toys, and that's pretty much, that and Batman, and like the Fonz, Star Wars, all that stuff, Evel Knievel, Kiss, all that stuff. That was pretty much the coolest stuff when I was little. The Warriors, like all that stuff was pretty cool to me, and it still is these days. But yeah, here's just like a web to stop evildoers, I guess. So we've had these before with other Spider-Man, but yeah, you can have that with, I don't know. We don't have any evildoers to really I don't know, shoot this on or whatever, to spit ropes or whatever, as the kids would say. Or shoot ropes. I'm going to shoot ropes at you. That's all. That has another meaning. But anyways, because usually on the show, what he does is like he holds out his hand or whatever, and his little, he's got his little wrist blasters, and it just shoots out the rope. It just goes, and then he holds onto the rope and with a web, and he's just, woo, across to the next building or whatever. So yeah, he comes with all that stuff, man. You got the cord right there, so that's cool. Got that. And then we have the webs. He's got his hands. And then we take a closer look at Spider-Man. 77 Spider-Man. That is pretty rad, man. So he can look down. Just look up. It's pretty tight joints. Head swivels. No butterflies on this fella. He does have a shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, and double elbows, which mine are pretty tight, man. There you go. He can punch himself in the face. And then he's got his little spider web gauntlet thingies or whatever, bracelets to shoot his web, or his web packing material or whatever, packed with web juice. Got a side hinge. He's got an ab crunch, waist twist. There's a Spider-Man utility belt with more webs to spit ropes at you and shoot ropes at your face. And then we got upper thigh cut. You can almost do perfect splits, but not quite. Upper thigh cut. You got double knees, which on my figure are very extremely tight. So there you go. Can kick himself in his flat butt. He's got no boot cut, and he's got a rocker pivot swivel with holes at the bottom of his feet for pecs for stance. So there you go, man. That is cool. Here we have him posed up, imitating how he would crawl along the building. He's gonna go ahead and crawl on top, and he would like look over here, then crawl over here, then look over there. I don't know, and then crawl over here and whatnot. But yeah, it's a rad figure. Yeah, he's cool, man. I like him. I don't know why I thought he was going to come with 2 of the wrist bracelets, but he doesn't. He just comes with 1 of the bracelets and the belt. So there you go. Other than that, he poses pretty well, and you can stick the webs on his fingers. So he's like, shoot them webs at you or whatever. It's the wrong hand. I need to do it on the other one, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Either way, I don't know. You can do whatever you want with this toy. It's however you wanted, whatever. But yeah, I guess it would be more like this hand or whatever. But like, either way, I don't know. It's a badass figure, man. Really badass, bitchin'. Super bitchin' figure. Another good version of Spider-Man. Would I say it's the best? It's the perfect? Probably not, but it's pretty rad for what it is, for being a representation of the 1977 Spider-Man. And then we have the Japanese Spider-Man. That one is really good too. That is a bitchin' figure too, which I sold mine, which I'm kind of regretting. Might have to buy it again. I don't know. But yeah. That's cool, man. It's a bitchin' figure. I like him a lot, man. That is freaking cool. Yeah, I would have enjoyed an action figure like this when I was little. I really would have. I would have liked it a lot. I really would have, and I wouldn't have found anything to complain about it. As like a wee tot in the late 70s and early 80s. 'Cause I was born 76, so. Yeah, imagine me like little back then, like at least 3 years old. I would have loved this figure. There would have been no complaints whatsoever. Because I feel dudes nowadays are just gonna find something they don't like. Like, oh, I can see, all the cuts. It's not like a Mafex, or it's not like or it's not like a Fison figure, or if it's this and that, blah blah blah, and this and the other, whatever. Oh, there's a paint discrepancy or whatever. As a 3-year-old, I would have just been like, this is bitching. I wouldn't have said that, but I was just like, yeah, this would be badass. It's a kick-ass figure. And it is. It is. They're doing, I don't know, I feel like Marvel Legends, like I said before in the last couple videos, that they're doing really well lately. They're really hitting a lot of sweet spots for different fans, and they're actually getting people who have dropped off the train, like me, many, many times. This has been more than once in my toy collecting career that I've dropped off of Marvel Legends and stuff and gone back in, and even from the Toy Biz years to now and stuff like that, and Hasbro, got the license and all that. And yeah, it's a pretty dope ass fig. I like it. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty much done with this review. I'm pretty much done with it. And yeah, we got more figs coming up this week, and that's about it, man. Yeah. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think about this figure. If you have it already or whatever, if you want to get it, and if you like it, and why you don't like it. But I don't really see too many reasons to not like it, to be honest with you. It's a pretty badass Spider-Man. Anyways, you go have fun and go shoot some ropes or something or whatever. But yeah, no, don't do that. But anyways, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you like it.
Spider-Man, where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows who you are.
Grape soda with plenty of ice. Just the way I like it. Hey! Help! Help! Please! Please! Help! That's me. Oh, Spider-Man. Boy, am I glad you're here. Listen, the big furry thing just came along here, sat right on my grape soda. If I hadn't been off duty, why, I'd have arrested him for unlawful sitting.